Welcome back to my channel. Today it's New Year's Day. I'm gonna take this sweatshirt off actually, and I'm gonna do a flip through of my Commit 30. I used this most of the year this year. I started using it in March when I purchased it. It's they have sales often with Commit 30, so I bought this in March for like, I think it was like $15, and I thought, what the heck, let's try it. And before I get into all of that, I used the Lamy Safari in here with J. Urban Amber de Bermani ink, and it did not bleed. I did use like one other ink in here, which you might see it did bleed, but this one worked really well, and I like how this looked with the tan, and plus look at how beautiful that is. This is the Mango Safari, and I just think this looks so good with this cover. This isn't my main planner. This was my health and exercise planner this year. And the reason I got this in the first place was because, let me just make sure we're going to be in frame. In March, I was diagnosed with hyperthyroidism from Graves' disease, which, you know, it was a little surprising, but it was also relieving because there were so many things going on that I wasn't really connecting. But long story short, I lost so much weight and I lost all of my muscle, which was really disappointing because last year I was really in good shape at the end of last year, and then in a matter of months it was gone. And so I wanted somewhere where I could track symptoms that I was having, side effects from medication, and also to record my fitness journey through the year. Okay, sorry about that. My kid came in. So I wanted to record my fitness journey, basically starting from zero. I couldn't do anything that I had been able to do before. No push-ups, nothing. So I wanted to have like a record for myself too of like, look how far you've come. So my plan was at the end of the year to be able to look back and be like, yeah, you started from pretty much nothing, but look how far you came. Look what you did this year. And it worked. It did that. So I wanted to share that in case anyone else is going through a health journey or just a fitness journey where you're trying to get yourself into better shape. This might inspire you. So this year I will strengthen and heal, and I think I did that. I didn't really use this planner. My daughter and I have a joke about bananas. I didn't really use this planner like the way that you're supposed to, like this. I filled this out in the back, but I didn't like commit to it, if you want to say. It's a good idea. I think if you're really goal oriented like this, then it would be really great, but I was just trying to, I didn't really have like a set goal. I just wanted to get in better shape. I wanted it to be kind of open-ended so that, you know, if something else did happen, I could still be like, well, I'm still better than I was then. So I didn't actually start using this until March, but I did use the calendars in here because I wanted to have, like I said, if I went to the doctor, I wanted to have a really accessible record to show her and to refer back to. So I did fill out, I went and backfilled these with health information. And like I said, this isn't my main planner. So this only, all the stuff on the calendar is only related to health issues. So like my weight and my cycle here. And then March is when I actually started it. Yeah, I had a lot going on this month because this is when I was diagnosed and also experiencing a lot of symptoms. Started medication and was having side effects from that as well. So there was a lot of information here. And then this is when I started the medication and just wrote some things, which it's funny because I was so shaky. My handwriting looks horrible here. and it's because I was shaky. Just that I emailed my doctor. Okay, and then this was the first week that I really used it. Generally, the way that I used this is that these top two boxes were like, the top box was like what my plan was for the day, or notes, general notes about my health, like if I had a lab, or if I had to go to the doctor, or if she changed my meds. Or sometimes I'll use it as like a plan for the following week. Sometimes later I would use it as like a plan. So, you know, this day I'm going to do arms, or this day I'm going to do burpees, whatever my schedule was. And then these bottom two boxes were like how the workout felt, or how I was feeling in general. Other like symptoms, maybe not related to exercising, but that I still wanted to track. And then, sorry, I don't think I said, this middle box would be what I actually did. And I was aiming for working out 5 days a week, exercising 5 days a week. I meant to do these like mood boards in between too, but I just didn't do it. This was the only month that I did challenge. This one was really successful because I was very, what's the word? Very direct. No. Specific, that's the word. This was a very specific goal that had like, it was really easy to say, did it happen or not? So this went really well. Yoga every day. I think I did do it these last 2 days, but I didn't do it that day. And again, just like when I refilled my prescription, lab work, cycle. Yeah, pretty much that's how it is the whole way through. So this, I do enjoy looking at this again because like this day I was really proud because I did 3 yoga push-ups, the first time since January. That's really cool to note and to look back on. That's where I was in April, you know, and now I'm doing regular push-ups again. So it was really nice to, and back to, I wrote handstands, but I meant headstands. That's another thing that I couldn't do while I was sick. And tracking my weight as I was gaining weight back that I had lost. Symptoms down here that I was experiencing. Managed a single leg press and pinch it today. Did 10 chaturanga push-ups. Oh, 10 plus 10 push-ups. Oh, wow. So I was feeling better very quickly, which was really nice. Yeah. I was doing yoga with my daughter. I was doing yoga with Adrian and also Kaylee Daniels, the flow method, which those were awesome. So I was on light. I couldn't do cardio or weightlifting at this point until my heart rate got back into a healthy range. I think this was the last mood board I did. And I did try to do this, but I was way too broad. I just said good diet, and then I didn't really, it was hard to quantify if I was being good or not. And yeah, and I was also, so there's like a thyroid diet, and I'm not like convinced that it actually does anything for your thyroid. So, again, notes just about my health. Yeah. So yeah, lab work. This is feeling 100%. Yeah, I really I felt good really fast. Within like a month or two, I felt amazing. And this day I was cleared for cardio finally, which was really exciting. But I was cleared for cardio, but like my blood work still wasn't good. And so I just reminded myself, like, I'm still healing. Even though I feel way better, I'm still healing. And so I got cleared for cardio, and of course I was too sick to do anything the first couple days, of course. Yeah, then I had to go off of my medication for a few days to help my lab get better, and then yeah. So a big part of this was to show myself that I could do it. Because like I said, I felt very discouraged at the beginning of the year, and I knew this, if I stuck to it, this would help motivate me to try, because I love writing stuff down, and the idea of getting to the end of this and being like, wow, I didn't do any of it, was really depressing, so I really didn't want to do that. And yeah, getting sick really like kicked me into gear, because I was working out last year, but I wasn't taking it very seriously, and once I got sick and lost all that progress so fast, I had to remind myself that, like, it doesn't mean that it's over. This isn't the end for me. And I also had to remind myself that, like, this is your one life. This is it. And so you have to do it. You can't just keep sitting on the couch doing nothing and thinking that it's going to get better. It's not. Like, this was a wake-up call for me in a good way. And also this year, my mom was really ill a couple times, and then eventually passed away. And so that just happened a month ago, and that too has been a motivating factor. You know, like, I don't want to be sick. I really don't. And so I have to take care of myself. So this is my dad and my mom and my daughter. We went to Disneyland over the summer. We walked 20 miles on vacation, which was awesome. Somehow we did not get blisters either, which was amazing. That's the most amazing part. So yeah, and then I took the rest of that week off. So I also documented when I rested, because there's nothing wrong with that at all. You need to rest. So yeah, especially with an illness, you know, like, you might feel better, but you're not better yet. Yeah, so that's pretty much how it is the rest of the year. This worked really well for me, like I said, because it was motivating to write it down, but also motivating to be able to look back and see how far I've come this year, how much I did, you know. Yeah, so then, like, these days, my mom was in the hospital at this point, so I didn't work out. I just took time to rest and repair. Sometimes that's just what happens. Tired today. I'm just making notes. Oh, I did do this last one. Yeah. Same. Yeah, sometimes I will make a note too, like, if it's really difficult to get through a workout, I'll make a note of it and then think about why that might have happened. A lot of times I'm not getting enough sleep. Or if I'm, you know, at this point I was stressed about my mom still. She was in the hospital. So you know, sometimes I just need to rest. This would, you know, again, it seems like once a month, once every like 5 to 6 weeks, I need to take a break. And that's okay. I'm not going to lose progress. David says I need to add more weight and push myself. It's my husband. So this week I must have gone up, and that's why I wrote so much here, because I upped things. And then I think my husband got me more weights for my birthday. Isn't it funny? Yeah, I totally forgot that I had a cold the whole month, or the whole week in September. Oh yeah, he bought me 15 pounds. So then I upped it again. Next week you'll probably see more notes too, as I added weight. Yeah. And you've probably noticed all these weeks I've just put some washi tape in here, because like this was my secondary planner. So I didn't want to spend a lot of time decorating this or doing anything. Sick this whole week. Totally forgot about that. Back to it. 12-pound abs for next week. I don't know what I mean by that. Taking it slow on the treadmill. Cardio is still coming back. I hate it this week. I don't know why I did these blue lines down here. They didn't match this at all. Added more weight. This, what's going on here? Oh, I was just tired. I think I needed to change. Oh, I was sick. I need to avoid getting sick as much as possible. Had a migraine at night. Oh, that's right. I was super sick after this. I threw up a ton, and then I took most of the week off. I think it was just a really bad migraine, but it was really, really bad. Oh, this was my Fig Newton face. My husband was buying Fig Newtons, and I was eating like half a pack of Fig Newtons at night. And yeah, it didn't catch up to me for like a month, but it did catch up to me. And yeah, so this is when my mom, I think she went back in the hospital this day. And so then these weeks I was exercising more just to keep my mind in a decent place. I was walking the stairs at the hospital. It was a stressful time. I did a Kaylee Daniels. I love her classes. Those are so much fun. I need to do those more often. And I think this is like when I just slowly fell off. This was like, yeah, this week we got really bad news about my mom, and just sort of snowballed through here until she passed away. And I still worked out these couple days. This day I started, and my husband came out and just found me crying, and so that was the end of that. You know, and you just have to go with it sometimes. I included it in here because that's been part of this year, you know. Be gentle with Olivia. She's going through a lot, and any effort is worth it this week. So yeah, trying to give myself grace also, because yeah, you're going through some shit, you know. It's not going to be super easy. And yeah, then I worked out this week, and then I just really fell off here. This is hard too because my kid was on vacation. Yeah, nothing. I did have like some skin stuff that I wrote down. A headache. Yeah, I've had this headache for like a week now, so 5 days now. So this was this week. And I did do a little reflection at the end. Grateful for my improving health, grateful for my growing strength, grateful for this record of my progress, grateful you helped me through it all, Lord, and grateful to still be here. And then some plans for next year. I'm going to do handstands next year. What's that say? Running and self-love. So I didn't finish these pages back here. I did some like random stuff, random notes. But mostly, yeah. So this was super successful for me. Oh, these little tabs are from the Lovely Planner also. I forgot to mention that at the beginning. I liked them very much. I printed them out. They're just paper, but they worked really well for this. So yeah, that was my Commit 30 planner this year, and I liked it. I won't be doing one next year. I'm incorporating all of this into my main planner so that I can just have it more streamlined, but this was really fun, and I'm grateful to have this to look back on. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed this, and see you next time.